Now I am talking about placenta, parturition, lactation, and parental care. Now I am talking about placenta. The intimate connection established between the fetal membrane and the uterine wall is known as placenta. I am repeating, the intimate connection established between the fetal membrane and the uterine wall is known as placenta. तो प्लेसेंटा क्या है? ये एक कनेक्शन है जो कि फीटल की मेम्ब्रेन और यूट्रस की वॉल एंडोमेट्रियम के बीच में होता है. The placenta means flat cake, is the special structure that sustains the embryo and fetus throughout the pregnancy. Phenomena of placentation is invariably related to viviparity. Placenta is the endocrine tissue. The placenta forms upon completion of implantation. By the 10th week, the placenta is fully formed and has begun the production of specialized hormone. Placenta also acts as an endocrine tissue and produces several hormones like human chorionic gonadotropin, that is HCG, human placental lactogen, that is HPL, estrogen, progesterone, etc. In the later phase of pregnancy, a hormone called relaxin is also secreted by the ovary. The hormone HCG, HPL and relaxin are produced in women only during pregnancy. In addition, during pregnancy, the level of other hormones like estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc. are increased several fold in menstruational blood. Increased production of these hormones is essential for supporting the fetal growth, metabolic changes in the mother and maintenance of pregnancy. The placenta is the interface between the mother and the baby. Nutrients and waste product must pass across this membrane in order to support the developing embryo. Interestingly enough, maternal and fetal blood do not mix when one other across the placenta. Carbon dioxide, oxygen and various waste products move across the placenta by diffusion. These material pass through the umbilical cord which connect the placenta to the fetus, allowing material to be exchanged between mother and fetus. Unfortunately, the placenta does not serve to filter all harmful agents. In fact, mainly harmful chemicals and viruses can diffuse directly across the placenta and negatively affect the developing embryo. Viral and bacterial infection of placenta are known as placentitis. If the mother suffers from certain diseases like syphilis, smallpox, chickenpox and measles, their pathogen enter fetus through placenta. Many drugs used medically may penetrate the placental barriers. Drugs such as thalidomide, taken as sedative by women in early pregnancy, that is 25 to 44 days, cause extensive deficiencies in the development of limbs. The alimentary canal means non-perforation of the anus and the head in children. So, what is the functions of placenta? Number 1, nutrition. Placenta help to transport all nutrients from their maternal blood into the fetus. Number 2, respiration. It helps in transporting O2 from the maternal blood into the fetal blood and CO2 from fetal blood into the maternal blood. Number 3, excretion. Nitrogenous waste product produced in the body of fetus diffuse through the placenta into the maternal bloodstream. Number 4, immunity. Antibodies formed in the mother against certain disease like measles, smallpox, diphtheria pass from maternal blood into the fetal blood. Next, transport of pathogen. Pathogen like virus can cross placental barrier. Virus causing syphilis, measles, rubella, smallpox may infect the fetus if the mother gets the infection during pregnancy. Some of the disease can lead to congenital deformities. Next, transport of drugs. Some of the drugs taken by the mother during pregnancy cross the placenta barrier and may even cause developmental deformities. Example, the drug thalidomide used to avoid nausea and morning sickness during early pregnancy by some women resulted in the child born to such mother to have deformities in the limb development and heart. The children had flipper-like limbs, a condition called as phocomelia. Children born to drug addicts are born with addiction and withdrawal syndrome. Next, storage. Placenta stores some fat, glycogen and iron. Next, endocrine organs. Placenta secrete many hormones like estrogen, progesterone, gonadotropin and placental lactogen, thus functioning as a temporary endocrine organ. I am repeating. The main task of placenta is to permit the diffusion of nourishment from the mother's blood to the babies and the disposal of waste product from the baby's blood to the mother. तो माँ जो कुछ खाती है वो बच्चे में प्लेसेंटा के थ्रू जाता है और बच्चे के वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट माँ की बॉडी में प्लेसेंटा के थ्रू आते हैं. After implantation, finger-like projection appear on the trophoblast called chorionic villi, which are surrounded by the uterine tissue and maternal blood. The chorionic villi and uterine tissue become integrated with each other and jointly form a structure and functional unit between developing embryo fetus and maternal body called placenta. The embryo's own blood vessel grow into this network and embryonic fetal blood comes close to maternal blood. But the blood of mother and fetus never actually miss. कभी भी दोनों का blood mix नहीं होता, मदर का और fetus का. The part of placenta contributed by the fetus, that is chorionic villi, is called fetal placenta, and the part that is shared by the mother, part of uterine wall, is known as maternal placenta. तो fetus का fetal placenta होता है और mother का maternal placenta होता है. Oxygen and nutritive substances can pass through the two layers of fetal cells separating maternal blood from the embryonic blood. The waste product can pass outward from the embryonic to the maternal to be carried away and disposed of through maternal lungs and kidneys. The placenta does the work of several organs that the developing fetus possesses in only rudimentary form. It serves as a lung for the fetus, exchanging the fetus carbon dioxide for the mother's oxygen It serves as an intestine, absorbing food molecule from the mother's blood. It functions as a kidney, filtering and other waste product from the fetal blood and delivering it to the mothers for disposal. It serves as a liver, processing the mother's blood cells from the iron they contain, and as endocrine gland, that is produces hormone like human chorionic gonadotropin HCG, human placental lactogen HPL, estrogen, progesterone, supplying the hormone that maintain the pregnancy and prepare breast for the production of milk birth. The placenta also permit the passage of certain maternal immunoglobulin that provide protection against infection in the fetus and in the newborn too. To perform its job, the placenta keeps on growing. Initially, it is bigger than the embryo. At 4 months, when the fetus is roughly 18 cm long from head to toe, the placenta is a disc about 7.6 cm in diameter. By the end of pregnancy, it grows to approximately 20 cm in diameter. Now I am talking about parturition, means childbirth. Parturition is the act of expelling the full-term fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of gestation. The length of time for conception of birth is termed gestation period. It is about 280 days in humans. During most of gestation, the uterus grows to accommodate the growing fetus, but near the end of pregnancy, its growth ceases and the uterine wall becomes stretched as the fetus continues to grow. When muscles are stressed, their power to contract increases. Parturition is induced by a complex neuroendocrine mechanism. The signal for parturition originates from the fully developed fetus and placenta, which induce mild contraction called fetal ejection reflex. जब फीटर फुली तरीके से डेवलप हो जाता है तो वो सिग्नल भेजने लगता है जिससे यूट्रस की वॉल में कॉन्ट्रैक्शन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. इसे फीटल एजेक्शन रिफ्लेक्स कहते हैं. दिस ट्रिगर रिलीज ऑफ ऑक्सीटोसिन फ्रॉम द मैटरनल पिट्यूटरी दैट इज़ मदर्स ब्रेन, जिससे मदर के ब्रेन के थ्रू पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड जो है वो ऑक्सीटोसिन को रिलीज़ करना स्टार्ट कर देती है. दिस हार्मोन इज़ वेरी पावरफुल स्टिमुलेंट ऑफ यूट्राइन कॉन्ट्रैक्शन एंड लेबर बिगिंस विद द यूट्रस रिस्पॉन्ड टू क्रिटिकल लेवल ऑफ दिस हार्मोन इन द ब्लड. ऑक्सीटोसिन के रिलीज़ होने की वजह से यूट्रस में कॉन्ट्रैक्शन स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं और लेबर पेन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. द ऑनसेट ऑफ लेबर कमेंस विद द लीकिंग ऑफ फ्लूइड फ्रॉम द एमनियोटिक सैक. लेबर पेन की वजह से एमनियोटिक सैक जो है उसमें से लिक्विड बाहर आने लगता है. लेबर ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट बर्थ कैन लास्ट एनीवे